Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Just random thoughts. By the way, good morning.
It is? It's still morning?
Man, it's dark.
Yeah, it got real dark over towards this way.
Doesn't it seem like the Pistons haven't played in like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
KG, are you with me? Like I had to go back and look, and they played Saturday, but it doesn't. It seems like they've been off for 2 weeks, man.
They don't play till Thursday, but yeah, it's been killing me. I'm ready to see. Now that I ain't got the Lions no more, I need something, and it's the Pistons right now. So.
No, I totally get it. At least until the playoffs start. Shout out to the late Gordon Lightfoot. We've been singing his songs all morning. Good morning. Wings lose last night. The back-to-backs suck.
Yes.
I don't. They suck. You see it all the time. I kind of kept my eyes on 2 games last night. I was watching that one, and then I was watching Montreal and Washington, and it was funny because for 2 periods, the game was just in one direction. And then in the third period, you saw the Bruins do it to the Wings, and you saw the Caps do it to the Habs. It's just you play the night before, man, especially when you have to travel. Mm-hmm. You're just gassed the next day. Maybe, just maybe, Maz's guy, LeBron James, was right about load management.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a lot of things LeBron
Maybe,
was right on.
just maybe, Maz.
Shoots himself up and he goes out there.
Shoots himself up.
Hey, JB, do you have some of
here.
those pictures? Shout out to a couple of our guys that sent some pictures yesterday. They found some pictures. The internet doesn't give you a return policy. If there's a picture taken of you or a video taken of you,
Sorry, Riley Reid.
You don't get to ask for the receipts. You don't.
What rock she been under?
Yeah, that's well, did you see she's trying to scrub like any evidence that of her former job?
Nah, but I heard about it. I forgot she existed after the N-word incident.
Yeah.
No.
Jay, how do you find out about all these N-word incidents that I never even hear of?
It comes to my phone. I get alerts.
I see.
Yeah.
You have an N-word alert?
See, Maz, there's a coalition.
You have an N-word alert?
Yeah, there's a coalition of black folks, and we get alerts on.
I see.
That's awesome.
So I don't know.
Man, it's the BET
You don't miss a
app.
beat
You
is
gotta
all I'm
have it.
saying.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay.
It's the BET app, man.
Well, Riley Reid was somebody that
BET app.
we once, liked as a community, but not so much now. So.
But it's so funny. Now I know why KG's constantly looking down his phone. Gosh damn it, another one dropped the N-bomb. Beep, beep. KG's constantly looking
the
at his phone.
job never stops, man.
It never ends.
N-word alert.
We honestly, you guys are phenomenal. Like the pictures that you sent yesterday, we got so many pictures of Maz and his hate party.
My hate room is really good. That grosses me out right there.
You can come into my
bosom.
den. LeBron wants to be a Bears fan now. Okay.
LeBron wants to hibernate with me.
There's one. All right.
There's one. Can't forget about this.
Oh, man.
Wally. I hate Wally.
I thought you hated the rest.
I do. I hate his guts. I hope Paws beats the shit out of him.
But he loves you.
He loves you.
Yeah.
Do you have the dinner table?
Oh yeah, that one's
That
coming up.
is.
That's my. That's a hell room. Oh, look at this. There's the pedicure.
Sean's
Some
son-in-law
mani-pedis.
doing some
Yeah, you guys got to drop that, please.
I know you guys got to drop that.
Look how happy I am.
King KG over there.
Hey, I love this picture. I love the fact that I still have my beanie on underneath so people know that I don't forget where I came from. I love that.
You know what that look says, I hear my alarm going off again.
N-word.
Some white guy's going to
N-word.
pay.
N-word. N-word alert.
And of course, the famous table.
Yes.
That's funny.
There you
Yes.
go.
Look at Neil in the middle.
That's absolute hell right there. That's effing hell right there. Look at the back. They got the Dodgers on one side, the red, what on the other side.
You know what?
Friends in the middle. Oh my God.
The look on Neil's face, it's like he's saying words on a screen. See his mouth? He's about to say words on a screen.
Look at Al, how happy he is. Altuve, that little prick, is there.
The happiest one is Maz. Hey, you guys aren't bad. I'm glad we sat down.
Yep. We only missing Red Arbite. That's the only one we missing in this picture.
He should have been in the center on the table,
Right.
like the leprechaun in the middle of the floor.
Celtic logo.
You guys are
That was
phenomenal.
funny, guys.
That's phenomenal. Well done. Hey, by the way, Maz, you nailed it. Mike Tomlin, one way or the other, was going. Now, here's the question. Do you think he stepped down on his own?
Yeah, I do.
JB, KG, do you think he stepped down on his own?
Oh no, he was.
I don't either.
No,
There
I
was a
really
little
don't.
pressure there.
Yeah,
There
I
had to
don't-
be.
I don't-
it ran its course.
Mike, we respect you. Do you want to put out your own statement? But I really think that was it, man.
But honestly, I think he would have quit. They would have fired him. I think they both knew it was done.
No, but Bray brought up a good point yesterday. He hit the nail on the head. When the last time the Roonies really fired somebody?
Right.
That's not something that they do.
Right.
So I think they were trying to maintain a certain image around their, around their organization. And it was a, mutual parting of ways, as we love to say. But he was forced out. Same shit with Kyle Whittingham. He was forced out. After so long, you run out your welcome.
It is. I'm convinced that was the scenario, and they have enough respect for Mike Tomlin, and they have to. I think you put that perfectly, KG. They have to keep up the image.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh image.
Yep. We don't do that. That's something. Look at, we have 3 coaches in the last almost 60 years.
Yeah. They don't fire people.
Yeah.
They barely trade people away.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Maz and I, sorry we were geeking out, but I think it's something that you guys can enjoy. I think he's going to be back. Think being the key and operative word. And I maintain that he's one of those guys right now, if he went into the hopper, if he said, I'd like to coach in 2026, I think his name goes near the top.
Oh, you know that.
But he's already said, I don't want to coach in 2026.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Does he come back?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he comes back for at least a few more seasons. I don't know how much longer he has left, but I would say he comes back for a few more seasons.
Well, we looked at it. I said, let's compare him with guys like Tony Dungy, Dick Vermeil. Tony Dungy, what was he, 50 years old?
I think he was the same age. I think he was 50.
Yeah.
I think he was
and
53.
he did not come back. He went out on his terms. He did not come back, and I like him on TV, to be honest with you. He's such a good guy, and I think Tomlin would be really good on television.
I think Tony Dungy is one of the most thoughtful guys out there. And because he doesn't have bells and whistles, and because he isn't some raving lunatic,
He doesn't scream.
I don't think he gets the respect he
doesn't.
deserves.
He gets it from me.
I feel the same. I told you, he said the smartest thing about 10, 12 years ago when he goes, the NFL today is really simple. What can your quarterback do to the opposition, and how can you get to the opposition's quarterback?
Easy.
Yeah.
Pretty easy game.
That's it.
Game.
Really, that's the NFL today. I don't care what anybody says. That's the NFL today.
You know what he said about the playoffs? Why are the teams that were playing on Monday night playing in the Saturday games? And the teams that played last Saturday are playing on the Sunday games. So the teams with the least rest are playing first. And it's literally because television wants it that way. They're like, this is the way we're doing it. We have the Bears who played on Saturday night. We're playing them on Sunday night. Meanwhile, the Texans who won on Monday night are going to play on Saturday. And he said it's not fair. A lot of people say, well, fair don't mean anything to television. But if you listen to this guy, just what you said earlier and just what he does now, he He makes a lot of sense. And that's why I think Mike Tomlin, one of the reasons, I think Tomlin's just done. He's burned out. He's finished. Now, Dick Vermeil took what, a 20-year absence?
He was 15 years.
15-year absence, came back for the right team, found a gem in Kurt Warner, and they won a championship.
Like, and so KG, that's why, like Maz and I were there. Bill Cowher, if you would have told me 20 years ago he was never going to coach again, I would have laughed at you.
Yeah.
He was 49.
Yeah.
And I think once he got done doing it, and after a couple of years, you're like, why would I want to go back to that?
Yeah.
Tell you that network money different, man.
Right.
Start getting
Amen.
that network money.
Tomlin's the type of dude, if he wanted right now, like think about it, okay?
Arizona would hire him.
Well, Fox never really replaced Jimmy Johnson. Think about it, okay?
Well, they did with Gronk, if you want to.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
It's a terrible show, by the way.
And
Oh, yeah, it's been
say,
declining.
and NBC just lost Matt Ryan,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
You could fire Mike. I think Mike Tomlin would be phenomenal.
Well, that was
He's an
CBS.
NBC guy.
CBS lost Ryan.
Yeah.
I
I
would.
can't see him on Fox.
I think Tomlin would be phenomenal. I really do.
CBS has the opening, so it would be Cowher and Tomlin.
Oh, could you imagine that? Two Steelers.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah, it would.
Burnout with this gig, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think the average person understands it. Like burnout with this gig. Jimmy freaking Johnson. Like after Miami, he was just done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. And like honestly, he was still, I don't think he was 60 years old yet. Who knows? I mean, after doing this for so long, you hear people talk about it. You know, I'm obviously the Bill Belichick stories are unbelievable about how he had a cot in his place, and you know he'd get 4 hours sleep a night. At a point in time, if you take a step back, then you're like, do I really want to go back to that?
Yeah.
I got a shitload of money. I could go work for a network. Do I really? If I were a betting man, I'd say that Tomlin comes back, but I don't know. There's lots of examples about dudes that just didn't come back.
It's just all about what are his motivations at this point, because he's achieved everything in terms of NFL. He's led a franchise to a multitude of success. You know, all these winning seasons. He's won a Super Bowl. It's not like Jim Harbaugh, in which he left, went to college, still had that itch, never got that Super Bowl win that he coveted. Seeing his brother still have success, he wanted to come back. What's the motivation for Mike Tomlin to come back? He's done everything.
Yep, that's
So,
exactly
we'll see.
it.
I don't think he comes back. I truly don't.
I'm talking myself out of it along the lines. of
why
what
wouldn't
you're
you just come
saying,
back
too.
now? There's 8 jobs open. You could pick whatever job you want.
I think a lot of times too, when you take a year off, you kind of enjoy it. And you're like, do I want to dive back into that?
Yeah, man.
Do
It's a grind.
It depends what your ego is. You know, some dudes, they need that in their life. Like, I think Bill Belichick is legitimately a dude that needs that in his life.
Clearly he does.
Yeah, he needs that in his life.
Not even the young puss is calming him down. He still wants to go ruin another program. Sorry, North Carolina.
He gets the best of both worlds.
Sheila Hamp had a message to the fans. We'll get to that in a minute. If you haven't seen it yet, she had a message to the fans. What are you supposed to say? I
thought it was interesting.
I give Sheila a hell of a lot more rope than I would give anybody else, based on what's happened the last few years. She really has a clue.
She hired the right people.
Yeah,
And it's better for her to speak than not speak, Sean.
1,000%. That's what people don't.
Sheila,
That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
That's what I would say this to I would say this to Christopher Illich, and people know. Christopher, if you don't know this, there's a perception. There's a perception. I'm serious when I say that. Right, wrong, or indifferent, there's a perception. And I think the more you stay quiet, the more people believe, along the lines of what you just said, KG, that the perception is reality.
Yeah.
Now, you can talk about changing the perception, but until we see the Tigers make a concerted effort, people are going to believe that. I mean, how many times have we had this conversation in the offseason the last couple of years, or even trade deadline, all right? We hear a hot name out there. That guy would fit perfectly for the Tigers, okay? I have no reason to believe that they're going to make a big move.
No.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
Former GM Jim Bowden put out something for Fox yesterday saying, from what he understands, if the Tigers lose arbitration with Scoobs, and they might. He's looking for 32. They're offering 19. If they meet in the middle, maybe there's a chance he stays. If Scooble and Boris win, they will trade him before the season starts.
Man.
If he doesn't win and they keep him, Bowden thinks there's a chance they keep him and trade him at the deadline this year.
That's the type of shit that pisses me off.
Now,
Because what was the point?
is it better to trade him now? Is it better to trade him at the deadline? Is it better to keep him and get the draft pick?
It was better to trade him at the winter
But
meetings.
here's the kicker.
I'm still not ruling it out before the season.
Here's the kicker. $30 million. You can get probably 2 arms for $30 million. Alex Cobb was $15 million last year without pitching.
That's your boy.
Alex corn on the cob. So, listen, man. What's he going to give you? He's going to give you 15 wins on an average, right? If I can get an arm or 2 and a bat, I'd say goodbye. I'm not going to cry about it either.
I would headbutt that window and put my face through the window. If the first place Tigers, okay, at the deadline.
Right.
What first place
I
teams
might argue
do.
with you here.
Okay, I can't wait for this argument.
Okay.
What first place teams do, the first place Los Angeles Dodgers add.
Right.
The first place Toronto Blue Jays add.
Mm-hmm.
The second place Boston Red Sox add. Have you ever heard of a team selling at the deadline being in first place?
Selling, but adding as well.
Uh-huh.
Think about it.
All right, I can't wait. Go on. So we'll get Alex Cobb.
No, we're not getting Alex Cobb.
Damn it. I was hoping we'd get him.
I'm just saying, you're trading one guy that's a 15-game winner.
The best pitcher in the game.
Yes,
Okay.
hands down. Back-to-back Cy Young.
right.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love him.
You're not going to get what you
gives you the
asked for.
gives you the 6 best innings of his life every time he goes out.
Can you give me a semblance of some names that we would be getting for Tarek Skubal?
I'm not saying to throw
So are you-
names out. Depends on the team.
All right, so are you getting veterans or are you getting can't miss prospects?
I'm going to get an arm.
Is it a veteran?
Yes, it's
All right,
a veteran arm.
let's get a veteran arm. All right,
get a
we got
veteran
vet
arm.
and then we got a
I'm
prospect.
going to get a batter.
Is that a prospect?
No, I'm going to
Okay.
get a batter.
All in one trade?
All right.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
go on.
And I'm going to get a prospect.
And you're going to get a prospect.
Yes.
Okay. So the team that makes a deal with the Tigers,
Yeah.
the team that makes a deal with the Tigers is trying to better themselves.
Yes.
Do you really think that they're going to give up a live, valuable arm and somebody from their 1 through 9
If they want.
at the trade deadline?
Well, you're probably right. You're
That-
probably
that-
right.
it-
Probably about it. And I'm not making that trade to begin the season either. Because guess what? You're going to let him walk. The whole league knows.
But listen, man, he's good for 15 wins. I'm giving you an average. Go out and get a couple of arms that get you that 15 wins.
Look, I'm not going to say you're wrong, Maz, but this is my logic, okay? Who gives you a better chance to take a long run and God forbid win a World Series? Tarek Skubal on July 30th, 2026, or this number 3 or number 4 from pick
Yeah.
a team, the Angels.
I get it, man.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like at that
But we're
point in
not going
time,
to
then I
keep
say,
him. I'm not going to cry anymore, is what I'm saying.
oh, no, that's over.
I'm not crying.
No. Yeah, I hope everybody, that's, like KG, you just said it. I hope everybody gets that.
Yeah.
Tarek Skubal's not going to be here.
No.
It's just a question of when he's not going to be here.
Right.
All right? My contention is, and I said this last year and I stay to it, if it's July 30th, I don't even know what the deadline is. Let's just play a game. It's July 30th. If it's July 30th and we're in first place, I would hold him at that
In
point.
the worst division in baseball.
I would hold him at that point in time because there's nothing that you're going to get that is going to improve your chances to advance in the playoff that year.
What's he going to give you in August and September?
I don't care. It's what he gives me in October.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't go win 3 games and have an ERA of 2.20.
It'd be the same shit we've seen before.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not poo-pooing him. I
No,
think he's
no,
the
no,
best.
I get it.
They'll
I
count
totally
him.
get
I'm
it.
just trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm not going to cry if I trade him at the deadline. I'm not. Because if I'm in first and I trade him, okay, I'm giving up 5 wins, 6 wins.
I saw the head shake there, KG, because I went into depressing land, and I saw your head shake, and that spoke for me.
Your only hope is prospects at this point because you've waited too long. If you were going to trade them, you could have did it a couple years ago when we were talking about the Orioles prospects. You could have did it at the winter meetings this year and maybe yielded a everyday player return in that deal. But now that the season is upon us, what are the Tigers going to get for him? If I'm another team, I'm not giving you shit. If anything, I'll give you prospects for him. If you really want to get rid of them at the deadline, I got a boatload of prospects.
I'm not giving you anything away from what I built. And Maz, honestly, this is why I say I'd put my face through the window. Could you imagine all the talking heads on these dumb shows on television just killing us?
Yeah.
The Tigers have a 4-game lead in the AL Central. According to ESPN Analytics, they have a 79% chance to win the division, and they have a 13% chance to win the World Series. There has never been a team in first place that traded their best player away at the trade deadline. We are going to hear that shit constantly.
Yeah, we are.
And that's exactly what we're going to hear.
We'll be scarred going forward.
My face will be scarred because it's going through that window right there.
But here's the thing. If you trade, let's just say with the Dodgers, number 1 minor leagues in
You're
baseball.
wearing Dodger blue right now.
Number 1 minor league.
That's Honolulu. You watch about.
Number 1 minor leagues in baseball.
All right.
The Dodgers will give you a player off their roster.
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
Plus a couple of prospects. Now,
Yeah.
the following year.
Listen. All right.
The following year is when Scott Harris's Boys of Summer come up from the minors and save us.
Yippee.
Because that's what he's planning on. McConaughey. Keep going. Who else?
I don't even remember.
What are their names anymore?
Brasinio.
Yes.
Briseño. Max Clark.
Yeah,
Clark.
They're all
But
coming.
But think about it. You're getting an influx of guys this year in September. They're coming up in September. The future Tigers. You know, remember the 84 Tigers? All those guys that came up?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Trammell, Whitaker, Lance Parrish,
Yeah.
Kirk Gibson?
Humberto Sanchez.
Yes. No, not him. The good
Jacob
ones.
Turner.
The good ones.
Remember?
Shut up.
Cameron Maben.
Listen.
That was great.
The 84 Tigers were built.
Yeah.
They were built from the minors.
So what were you talking about, man? It's like, all jokes aside, you were talking about the Dodgers, and they have this great system, right?
Number 1 by far.
Yeah, is it?
Yes.
How many of those guys have come up to help the Dodgers?
They only used one.
I know.
Will Smith.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Everyone else
That's
is
what
bought.
you screamed about
Yes.
incessantly in
Yes.
October.
But
what you screamed about in October, now you're asking me to drop my pants about in January.
Because they use those guys to get
Yes!
the best players.
Yes!
Yes.
I don't want it!
I understand. You're going to get a major league player for Scooble plus minor leaguers.
The
You
Daz
are.
Cameron era is about to begin, man.
Matt Vierling is coming back this year.
This is what I'm not being
Matt
funny.
Broder, I mean.
I'm 100%
I'm tired of
going to
this
say I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know, okay? But the same people that are talking this way about these magical, mystical names, not that long ago, were talking about Daz Cameron. We're talking about Kristen Stewart. We're talking about the Candyman because he can. And all, like, I've heard it.
But this is Scott Harris.
Is it? Yeah, that's the difference. This is
Yeah.
Scott Harris. That's true. Isn't it? I mean, it's an old bit. Is it? Please tell me.
The problem is I have faith in this patch of prospects that they've been touting for the last
Elite.
couple years. They do seem like they're going to come up and they're going to help you. The problem is Scooble's going to depart and then you're going to have the kids. Do you think that they're going to carry on the success that they've had? There's going to be a learning curve there. Like, you're not going to just be, okay, we're right back in the AL picture. We're right back to, maybe we can go to an ALCS with the kids and no Scooble. That's where I get frustrated.
You have to understand as well, okay? Now, the likelihood of one or two of these guys making it and becoming studs are small. Can we admit to that?
I think Matt Clark will be like a Pete Crow Armstrong. I think he is going to be the real deal.
All right.
And I think McGonigal is going to be the real deal. That's two players. If I can get those two players into my lineup,
Pornhub. What's your pitching staff look like? What's your pitching?
Don't ask.
No, seriously.
No, I'm serious.
Because that's the one thing I ask the people that follow this incessantly, like the prospect game. Like, I look at it because it's my job, okay? But I'm also somebody that understands, because history's a real good teacher. I don't know if you know this. I understand that a lot of these guys are never going to pan out, okay? I understand that Matt Manning is never going to pan out. I do. I get that. I understand that Casey Mize is just going to be a guy, okay?
$6 million.
I hope there's another level there. But is that a fair assessment of Casey Mize?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
three.
He's a guy.
He's a 3.
He's a guy, and that's okay. He's a guy. I'm not saying he sucks. He's a guy.
Fifth in your rotation at this point.
Right. He's a guy. So because I've learned this lesson, going back to the Randy Smith era, going back to the Dave Dombrowski era, and so far with and the Al Avila era, don't even get me started. You people were all blind. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I will stand on that to the day I die.
Didn't he draft Scooble?
But it's different. It's different now, though. It's different now. It's because Scott Harris is there. Well, again, I can't tell you you're wrong. I can't. I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong. What I can tell you is you're going to have to excuse me, and I think I can include KG in this. You're going to have to excuse me in my skepticism, because unfortunately I have many years of history, not just with the Detroit Tigers, but with other places, about guys that were can't-miss prospects that either missed or were just guys. They're just guys, right?
Man,
let's face it.
Torque is a guy. Torque is a guy. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying I don't want him. I'm not saying he sucks. But everything we were told of Torque and where he was taken in the draft, has he lived up to that?
Absolutely not. And he improved last year. I
He
give him all the credit in the world.
I'm actually glad he's here. I am. I'm glad he's here.
How about Colt Keith? Is he going to be the third baseman? I think you must make him.
What
your
about
third
Jace?
baseman.
What about Jace?
Jace,
he can't hit.
Right.
Jace is cooked. And
Parker Meadows
they
can't
popped
hit.
him up for forever.
Do you understand, though?
Yeah.
Do you understand? These are names that you have thrown into my face.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. You did it. So you're going to have to apologize if I'm going to be skeptic about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because what if Max Clark turns out to be another Torque? Like, same trajectory. I don't think the fans would be happy with that.
Right.
He's going to be a Pete Crow Armstrong.
McGonigal, it could be the same thing. I have high hopes for McGonigal, but
I don't think that, and this is the problem that I have with this scenario, not just this year, but moving forward. I don't know how you can tell me we are trading by far our best player and we're going to be okay.
yeah.
Those two things don't come together for me.
And we've had 2 1-1 players that have not panned out.
Right.
And Casey Mize and Torque. So
Let's face it. We have not had a good trade with our aces in the last 20 years.
Wait a second.
Trading an ace away.
You don't like that Verlander deal?
Verlander.
You don't like that deal?
Scherzer.
Jake Rogers.
I know. Rake Rogers, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
the Walrus.
Yeah.
Wasn't he number one in the catcher of the future thing?
Yeah.
Now I think we actually legitimately have our catcher of the future in Dingler.
You do.
Fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
You do.
But remember, there were 3 or 4 catchers of the future. There really were.
I mean, he was Scooble's catcher of the future. Just saying.
The kid they got for Verlander blew his arm out. He was supposed to be the guy. Blew his arm out.
Didn't the one kid just quit? Wasn't there one guy in that? I forget. Like, sorry. Wasn't there one dude that just like, he played one more year. I'm done with baseball. Cool.
Could be.
Right.
Whenever we bring up the Tigers now, I'm just going to say spend money. That's it.
There were people in this
sick of
town,
it.
whether we want to admit it or not, and I dealt with it in my jobs, that you were the hater when you called out Al Avila and his acquisitions. That happened. That happened well into 2021. We had shows here, Joik and I had shows here in 2021 where people killed us. killed us for saying, you guys, like, pay attention. Like, open your eyes. You know what it reminds me of? I'm sorry I have to bring this up. There were people late in the Matt Millen era. Not many, but they were there. There were people late in the Matt Millen era that were still trying to give Matt Millen some props. And Maz, you might remember this when Calvin Johnson got drafted. Mm-hmm. There were legitimately people that said, well, you have to give him credit. He drafted Calvin Johnson. And my jaw would drop. And I'll tell you why my jaw would drop, because years into his regime, I'm supposed to pat a guy on the back for getting the number 2 pick in the draft right. And the whole point of being the number 2 pick in the draft is you sucked the year before
We earned it.
to earn the number 2 pick in the draft.
We earned it.
But I'm supposed to pat him on the back and say, well done, Mr. Millen.
Right.
This franchise is well on its way to success. And I think that's what a lot of people have done with the Tigers. Honestly, I do. Because we got this number 1 or this can't miss guy and things like that, we're supposed to thank the previous regime for sucking all those years. Oh.
Yeah. Tip your hat to Al. He did get a few things right that are playing on this team currently. Riley Green, Torque,
I'm happy with Riley.
Colt Keith.
I still say that Riley isn't what a lot of people make him out to be, but he's a damn good player. I'll take him. I want him.
Scooble.
Well, that can't be denied. Wasn't he 9th round? Correct me if I'm wrong.
7th round, 9th round.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so that was a good find.
He found a gem.
Yeah, that was a good find.
Okay, so not all bad.
Is it enough? Especially when you have number 1 picks.
Don't forget,
and high picks.
when he took over this team from Dave, that's when Illich pulled the rug and said, we're not even spending $100. So he had 2-3 years
Didn't matter.
of just garbage. Absolute garbage. It wasn't his fault the first couple of years. I'll give him that.
100% it was his fault. That Verlander trade is an atrocity amongst the nations.
Abysmal.
That is.
So in hindsight, would you have kept him?
I would have found a better trade. I'm not judged. I'm not judged for the trade. All right. Al Avila's judged for the trade. That trade was an abomination.
Yeah.
And
Verlander
how
wanted to go.
many of those deals? Hey guys, Candelario, the Candy Man, was thrown in our face for years. That was the prized possession of another trade. Like that's
He was a Cub, right? Wasn't he a Cub?
that's the stuff that drives me. Yeah, Scuba was 9th round.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that drives me nuts. Is like, you told me that no, it was worth it. Wait till you see this guy. Wait till you see this guy, right? And you know, I bring it the Matt Manning trade. Remember that? Oh no, he's putting it together this year, man. It's all coming together. And again, when you're in this position, and this is what's frustrating about it, I get it. Because we aren't going to spend. There's no reason to believe that we're going to spend. So you know what you have to do? You have to do what Scott Harris does. Okay, let's draft these guys. Let's see if, unlike other regimes, we can develop them. Okay? But at the same time, again, you're going to have to pardon me if I don't have some skepticism about it all.
Yeah.
Because we've lived it for many, many years. The Randy Smith, we're number 1 in baseball prospectus franchise. Look how deep our franchise is. How'd that work out?
And you tell us you'll spend at the right time. If the last 2 years wasn't the right time, I don't know when the fuck
You
the
got
right
it.
time is.
They've won 2
Do
playoff
you need
series.
to be in the
for
World
God's
Series
sake.
to spend money? Like, I don't. This is what they told us, though.
You know what, though, Maz? And I agree with what you're saying. They won 2 playoff series. I can give them the flowers for that. But aren't we long overdue for the same thing that we demand from the
Thank
Lions?
you, Sean. We won 2 first
Aren't we?
round. We won
Of
2
course.
first round series after a decade of bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. At least we were been in the World Series. We've competed in the 2000s, where the Lions have not.
And that's fair, but
They haven't. They're the only team.
Things were
The
done
Lions are
differently.
the only team in town that have not held up their end of the bargain.
But does that change the fact that well, that's fine and dandy, and of course it's 14 years ago since you last went to the World Series, but does that change the fact that you want more? It doesn't
We
for
want
me.
more. I want to win every year.
Yeah, it doesn't for me. I'll be happy for one for these guys. For JB and KG, I'm serious. I saw it. I
nice.
lived it. I know what they're going through because I had to put up with all that 68 crap. That's why, like, seriously, I lay off my kid with 84. I don't talk to him about it because I remember what it was like.
He's gonna have to put videos together this year again for the 84 team.
You know he will.
You know, you got to go to spring training with them, right?
Come on,
You
guys.
got to play fantasy baseball down there with them. You got to.
Join us at Comerica Park. It's the 42nd anniversary.
All right.
Like, why would you want to see that? Like, we love it. I love those guys. Those are guys I grew up with. Don't mean anything to these guys.
You know what's next? They'll retire Kirk Gibson's number. Just so he can, pack the crowd. Pack the stadium.
Running out of names.
Yeah, but you're running out.
You're running out of names.
Maybe we should mix in a break. What do you, JB? Should we mix in a break?
We probably should.
Sorry, guys.
Breaks are overrated.
They really are.
Right.
They really are overrated.
I'm glad we're talking a little baseball.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I know a kid.
Hey, it's 100 days to the World Baseball Classic.
I know a
WBC
guy.
this year.
I know a guy who was part of a video shoot yesterday of the Tigers' New Jersey.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
No, that was in all honesty, that was the one thing. He was like, Dad, I didn't take a picture of it. Don't ask me for a picture of it because I didn't take a picture of
Come on,
it.
Jack.
I'll get in trouble.
So
and I was
no
like,
more-
I ain't getting you in trouble.
No
Spill
more
it,
of the
Jack.
blue and black.
He did tell me about it, though. And I'm not telling anybody.
Does it say Motor City?
I'm not telling anybody.
All right. Does it say Detroit?
It says Maz loves LeBron. That's what it says, right? And there's even a patch of Maz and
Like
LeBron
this?
making out.
Or like this.
Look at that picture, Maz.
I didn't know you were a skipper for the Dodgers.
Oh, my God.
You know, now that I'm out in L.A., this is a good place.
It is pretty nice out here.
Weather is nice.
Dodger Stadium, one of the oldest stadiums.
This is an iconic. Have you been there?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, it's a great spot. I really loved Chavez Ravine. And Dodger dogs are legit. They're legit.
I'm having a Costco dog today. I just want to let you know.
Nasty is for the Costco glizzy.
Costco dog, man.
They are good.
They're so juicy.
Yeah, they are. I don't know what they do to them. All right, man. JB, where are we going?
The rolls are
Not
great,
to the World
too.
Series.
Not to the World Series.
We
Not to
gotta
the
hear
ALCS.
from Planet Fitness, but first let me clear up some of these super chats. Shout out to everyone sending them in. $2 from I Ain't Say That. Mass, did you see LeBron's 31-10
Nope.
game? A master class.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Nope, he didn't.
I disagree.
Did you watch it, KG?
No, I did not.
All right.
He didn't watch it because it didn't happen.
Right, he threw it at Maz earlier today. Like, hey, Maz, did you see 31-10? It didn't happen.
You know I play fantasy basketball with Anson and a few guys here.
Oh, do you really?
You know who's
Yeah.
on my team?
Who?
Get out of
You
here.
really got him. You drafted him?
Hey, because Maz is smart. He's not a dummy.
He went like in the third round.
I had LeBron on my fantasy team last year. I got to the playoffs. That's all
I
I'm
hate
saying.
him,
So
but he's on my fantasy team. You know
Fair.
what? You want him? I'll trade
Yes,
him to you right now.
please.
All right, he's yours. I don't even want him anymore.
I would love to be in a fantasy league with Maz because I would pinpoint some guy he hates on his lineup. You're right. I don't want him. And I'd give him like a kicker. Take him. I like this kicker. He's got a good logo.
Got a good logo.
Cartoon Maz is taking over the bowling alley, by the way.
Oh,
I got guys coming up to me, imitating you, imitating me. Shout out Chris Vogel and Steve Luceni. Big listeners.
I got a split in frame 8.
like he makes Maz sound horrible.
I put a 229 up. It would have been a 279.
I hate you.
Shout out our guy LeBartney.
Shout out.
Sitting there $4.99. He said, disclaimer, they're not late, and you're being entertained for free. Remember that.
LeBartney.
Thank you,
Shout out our
LeBartney.
guy.
Thank you, LeBartney.
He's our security. I like.
He
I
really
know.
is.
WSN security right there for it. DNC ENT sends in $9.99. He said it was 100% on his own. Omar Khan said he wasn't firing him under any circumstance. If he was being fired, why would he let Pittsburgh keep his coaching rights? If he comes back, he's got to be traded.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah. Well, we don't know, but
Okay.
We don't know that just yet.
I Sorry, I've seen enough stuff that makes me kind of put up the eyebrow, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised at all if a conversation, we're going to let you do it your own way. How's that?
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll see.
Kelvin Shepard's getting interviewed, by the way.
Rooney Rule.
You just had to throw that out there.
I mean, no, but it don't really make sense.
N-word alert. N-word alert.
It don't
N-word
make sense.
alert.
We talked about it yesterday, though. It don't really necessarily make sense for him to get that job. So
If he does get the Dolphins job, we get 2 third-round picks.
good luck with that.
He's not.
If I were the Lions,
I
I would
cannot.
If I were the Lions, I would throw $10 million as well. Take him. Here's $10 million.
I don't think he's ready yet.
No.
I don't think Miami would actually hire him. Even the Dolphins. They're not
Miami's
trying
so
to win.
far back.
Yeah, they're not trying to win, but I don't think they're hiring Shepard though.
Why not?
Isn't it funny how the NFL works? Just a couple years ago, the Dolphins looked like they were this close. Isn't that funny how that works? Remember, they played all those good games against the Bills, and
Then Skylar Thompson came in a playoff game.
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I know we talked about this. I think our fan base was too hard on Shep. I really do. But he's not ready for a head coach.
No, not yet. I feel like he will be one day, but just today. And today.
He's got head coaching material all over him.
And this is the only job that's interviewing him. Is kind of,
Reeks of the Rooney Rule.
yeah, just a little bit.
Where's Dennis Green? Can we like let's bring his sarcophagus in for an interview? Hey, we did it, NFL. We did it.
Right.
We did
See,
it.
look at us.
You can't get mad at us.
We are who we thought we
Yeah,
were.
exactly.
We are who we thought we were.
Such.
And we let him off the hook.
I'm sorry, I KG. You and I have never had this conversation. It's such window dressing.
Oh,
it is
come on
such
now.
window dressing.
It has.
It
Been.
just is.
It does a little more harm than good. I will say that I get the reasoning for it, but you know what it is.
100%.
It does way more harm.
It's window dressing.
Who had the better career, Mike Tomlin or John Harbaugh? Both 18, 19 years with the same team.
They both won Super Bowls.
Both won a Super Bowl.
Wow, that's a good question, Maz.
I think it's dead even. I know Tomlin's never had a losing season, but who gives a shit?
Wow, that's a good question. I would go with Tomlin just because of that, though. How's that?
Yeah?
You
How's
said
that?
Tomlin over John Harbaugh?
Yeah. I would go with Tomlin just because of that. They both won Super Bowls. They both won Super Bowls early in their tenure.
How about that division's getting 3 new head coaches?
Unbelievable,
Crazy.
huh? Yeah.
And Cincinnati kept theirs. I know he went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, but
The internet had the younger pictures of John and Mike Tomlin, bro. Oh my, they look so young.
It's hysterical, right?
It's crazy.
It's
I think John looks the same.
He kind of does, but I remember when he was headset, turtleneck, younger guy, and now he's old, got the jacket on. Tomlin got the beard fully grown out. It's like a presidential term.
Sad. Let's see what else we got going on. Just Little Brian sends in $4.99. He said, "Do you guys think the new OC has a say so if Monty leaves? Do
No.
you think they at least ask for input?"
No,
They might ask for input, but I don't know if they got a
they're
say.
not asking for input.
I don't think they.
Monty's
got a
gone unless he's making $1 million. He's gone.
I would hope, and hope being the key and operative word, I would hope that they would ask him, what do you think? How do you think this guy would fit in the offense? That doesn't mean you have to listen to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if I'm part of a team, I'd like part of the input, right?
Yeah, of course.
At least let me be
he might
heard.
ask for input. That don't mean it's going.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah, but
There are other running backs available.
are you just over Monty? Like
He's been over Monty. You have, in fairness, you have been.
I feel like maybe there's. I feel like it's up to Monty ultimately if he wants to leave. I feel like they'll retain him if he wants to stay, but it may be a
I
situation.
don't think so
in which
because I
he
think you
wants
need a whole new thing.
You ready to wash your hands of it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I think it's time. I mean, you need a lot of changes on this team.
True.
And to me, the second running back is one of them, to be honest with you. I think I'd rather have a guy like Gibbs. I'd rather have,
As a every down back.
yeah.
I'm convinced we're drafting a running back late in the draft. I'm convinced later in the draft, not early. I'm convinced we're drafting a running back.
I know we're drafting a tight end.
Jamar Jefferson. Here we go.
Yeah, the tight end,
Tight end, for
tight end,
sure.
and running back are going to be later rounds. I'm convinced of it. Convinced.
They want Sione Vaki to play good. I mean, They want him.
I think
to be
that ship done sailed.
really
At this point, they much rather
great
have Craig
special
Reynolds
teams
than-
coach.
than
Great special
Vaki.
teams guy.
We've seen more Craig Reynolds than Vaki at the
Come
running
on,
back.
Craig.
I'm just saying. At the running back position,
Craig's with the Patriots.
We are never going to get to this break, by the way.
We are-
Anything else, JB?
Yeah, 199 from Ryan's reaction. He says Tomlin is top 10 winningest head coach of all time.
If he wanted to come back, he'd be near the top of the list. I'm convinced of it.
And
How funny would it be if Baltimore hired him?
Swap, like wife swap.
Yeah.
Harbaugh
to Pittsburgh.
after all their like epic. That was can't miss television back in the day. Remember, not
They hate
that
each
long
other.
ago. Oh, the Steelers and
Yeah.
Ravens was like can't miss
They
television.
hate each other. It's a good rivalry.
Yeah.
And $5 from Tev Sauce
an
he
AFC.
sends in. He said, "Why would I invest in any of the new prospects just so they can trade them away when they become great players?
Yeah.
I hate that I love this team so much."
That's a great call. That's a great call.
Hey, congratulations. Pat us on the back. We found Tarek Skubal. And at the height of his powers, we traded him. Hey, that's exciting.
And Scott didn't even find him. That was the last
right.
guy.
It was
If
Al.
Scott doesn't find you, you're not going to be on this team.
That's what it seems like.
We talked about that months ago.
That's what it seems like.
Riley Green got a 1-year deal. Torque got a 1-year deal. McKinstry, 1-year deal. Go down the line. Because once his guys come up, those guys are gone.
It's his team. He's going to put
Yep.
his mark on the team. Make
This
no
is the
mistake
last
about
year.
that.
This is the last year for Riley Green and Torque.
You
Don't
won't
worry.
pay Skubal, but you won't even pay Riley Green.
Listen, there's no such thing as a window, though. We've established that. There's
Yep.
they're just going to be good forever because we have the smartest baseball mind and keen
Forever.
judge of talent.
Right, that's how I feel. Forever.
Forever.
It's true, man. This guy, it's his way or the highway.
100%. We talked about that months ago.
I'm taking it off Chris at this point. I can't really. Chris ain't gonna do shit about it, so I have to put my ire on Sky Harris, and I think he believes in his own shit. Let's just say that. I think it's clear as day he believes in his own shit.
Hi, JB. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Let's hear from Planet Fitness and then Jack's Car Wash. For
Planet
break.
Fitness is for everybody. There are 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in the Metro Detroit area alone. Shout out to Planet Fitness Northville. That's been my spot for over 2 decades. You can get access to the Black Card Spa. You can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a guest anytime. It's only $24.99 a month. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
All right, fellas. It might be a little crappy out there, but I bet you Jack's Car Wash will be open somewhere. You're driving around. Why don't you pull on in? Give them a try. It's the best. JacksCarWash.com. Over 40 locations here in Michigan, getting close to 50, as a matter of fact. I'm going to give you a free car wash. All you got to do is text WSN to that number on the screen, 888-522-1729. Enjoy top-tier service, free vacuum. You have a chance to wipe your dashboard. They give you the wipes. You can do your windows, the whole 9 yards. If you join the Unlimited Club, you can wash your car every day. That's right, twice a day, even if you want, every single day of the year. Go get it, baby. JacksCarWash.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. vicious, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Place to catch the action than Art and Jake Sports Bar and Grill. Go to any of their 6 locations here in Michigan. Enjoy top-tier service. Over 80 televisions, guys. You will not miss a thing. 22 draft beers on tap. And, of course, a menu stacked with fan favorites. Don't miss Rib Night. Monday tonight, it is Margarita and Fajita Wednesday. Get on out there. Download that Art and Jake's app. Become an AJ Fan Club member. Make every game day a win at Art and Jake's.
All right, lots of Lions stuff to get into. Did you guys see this statement? Let's start with that. This statement from Sheila Hamp.
Yeah.
The letter to the season ticket holders. Right?
Should I read the whole thing?
Yeah, let's read it.
Yeah, it's not super long.
Yeah, it's not.
I want to start by thanking you for your commitment to our team and the support you showed throughout the season. I'm always blown away by the energy you create inside of Ford Field and the advantage you give our team every time we run out of the tunnel. I also want to acknowledge that our results on the field this season were not what any of us envisioned, and frankly, we're not good enough.
Damn right.
While we do not believe it is time for a drastic change, I agree. This is an opportunity for us to refocus, yes, evolve, and move forward. I am proud of the roster we have built and the 36 wins we have accumulated over the last 3 seasons. That success doesn't happen by accident, but it also does not guarantee future success. It is incumbent upon us to continue growing toward our ultimate goal of bringing a championship to all of you in the city of Detroit. I can assure you that we are committed to looking at everything we do to ensure we are performing at the highest level. Through conversations with Rod, Brad, and Dan, we are all aligned with this thinking and have already started meetings to address how we move forward. We are excited for what 2026 will bring and some of the new elements we will introduce for all of you, our most loyal fans. Thank you again for your commitment. Go Lions, Sheila Ham.
Rod.
Yeah, can you keep Rod out of that?
Yeah. Rod's tickets only.
If Rod is part of any of the decision making, there's a problem.
I don't think in terms of players, he's more on the money side.
Well, he's
I
their
hope
president.
not.
He's on the money side.
He's their
hope
president. Then stick to the tickets, stick to gouging.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
I
it.
hope not.
I'm not worried about it.
Go make your money.
Yeah.
But anyway, what is she supposed?
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's what
I
it is.
don't have any problem with that.
I thought, and we kind of broke it down yesterday, the line where she says we need to refocus, evolve, and move forward. I thought maybe that's a little telling in terms of her vision for this team and maybe some of the changes they might make this offseason. So her using those words specifically kind of was like, okay.
36 wins in 3 years. That's good.
Does anybody, you're always going to get a few people out there, okay? So this is not 100%. But I think anybody taking emotion out of it, does anybody think that Brad Holmes should lose his job?
Well, there's some, but
Yeah,
there
there are always going to
some.
be a few. Does anybody think that Dan Campbell should lose his job?
Absolutely
No.
not.
There are always a
he
few
needs
people.
help, though.
There are always a
Clearly,
few
yeah.
people. Well, he needs an OC.
needs
That
help.
was a miss on his part. No doubt about it. Hang him for that.
It wouldn't be
I
the
mean
first
that.
time,
Yeah.
but he's corrected his mistakes over
Yep.
the past.
Yeah.
So.
That's the biggest. These guys aren't going to be perfect. It isn't. And I always laugh about it. How many times do we talk about it? There are people out there that, They're a better fan than you because they agree with every single move that is made. No, that it doesn't work that way because not every single move works, right? And it doesn't, the whole infallible thing, it doesn't make KG or Maz or myself or JB, it doesn't make us any less of a fan if you don't like a move. Now, if they end up being right, you better be man enough to say they were right.
Right.
But the flip side to that is you got to drop that hater shit.
You do. And conversely, you got to realize what Brad and Dan have done to this point and why we have the faith in them that we have to this point.
Yeah.
But that
my faith is taking a hit. I'm not going to lie. 100% my faith is taking a hit. How much of a hit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot, but I was one of those people before.
No, I think it's more, at least for me, it's based on how next season will look.
If I'm going to be consistent with me, KG, to your point, I think I'm going to take a microscope out and relook at the 2024 draft, all right? Because I've always said, this is just my personal thing. You do what you please. It takes a couple of years. It takes a couple of years before you really have your draft grade, right? Because we all lived in an era where year after year after year at the start, Matt Millen got A's for his drafting classes.
Yeah.
Right? Well, what did that mean? Hooray. You won the day after the draft. What did that mean? And so when people want to put their final verdict about particular drafts and everything, I say give it a couple years. I think it starts in the draft. I do. And again, I'm not even saying that I'm going to make a final judgment and say, ooh, Brad won this draft. But what exactly are we doing? What exactly, what direction are we looking at? Are you going to change the way that you do things? Really, are you going to change the way that you do things? Because I do believe, and I did like that, KG, I'm not going to lie. I did like that it was a scenario where she said, yeah, we do have to evolve. We do have to change the way we do things.
Yeah, and I brought up yesterday that maybe that's a little contradictory to what Brad Holmes said in his press conference, because outside of the offensive line kind of being an urgent matter, it didn't really seem like he's going to be urgent in any other area or really change the way they acquire players and things of that nature. So I just wonder, did Sheila have a conversation with him? Does she view this differently, and how will they move forward now that she's put this statement out? That's all.
All right, let's go over the 24 draft. Terry and Arnold. I think he's going to be good.
So do I.
As long as the injuries are okay. And
Right.
the shoulder, 2 shoulder injuries, couple concussions. If he can stay on the field, I like him. Ennis Rakestraw is a unicorn. I haven't seen him. Do I want to see the kid come on and play? And he was the 2nd-round pick. Do I want to see him? But he is incomplete for a 2nd-round pick. 3rd-round pick, Giovanni Manu. It's a fail. If he can't make it on the field for any game, except maybe 1 or 2 that they were desperate, he's obviously way behind the sticks. Yeah. We heard Dave Burkett last week. I asked him how far he's like, he's way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind. Sione Vaki, he's an injury, walking. He's a walking injury.
Mm-hmm. And a special teams guy.
Yes, and he's a special teams guy. So I got to give that a C. Mekhi Wingo.
You're being nice.
Yeah.
Mekhi Wingo's been hurt too.
Wingo.
Yeah.
He don't get on the field. And when he's healthy, he don't get on the field. Right? He was healthy last year.
Yeah.
He don't get on the field. That's a fail. And Christian Mahogany, we'll give him that's a pass. They got him late in the 20. So that's a bad draft. That's a terrible draft.
So ask yourself this. If the philosophy doesn't change, if he, for lack of a better term, if he remains stubborn in his vision without deviation, is this a recipe for winning a Super Bowl?
No.
I don't think it is.
Not at all.
I don't think it is.
I mean, look at the guys that stood out for the Bears on Saturday night. I'll bring it up again. Montez Sweat was available for trade, and the Bears got him. They had to pay him because that's why no one wanted to trade for him. But look at him. Look what he's doing for him. And you can go up and down the playoff list. There are free agents on each of those teams that are kicking ass. Christian Kirk was a guy that was look how good he's doing right now.
I mean,
sure, they overpaid him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He hadn't had a good year.
But he's showing up now.
But yes, he is showing up now.
I'm just saying. We don't have a freaking free agent that has really done anything here. Maybe I'm missing one.
You build through the draft and you supplement with free
But he don't
agency.
supplement. He supplements with guys coming off injured years. He supplements with guys that used to be first, second round picks, but really have fallen short of that draft position. Look at us. I just gave you 5 guys that were drafted. 3 of them don't play. And they were high draft picks.
It's fair.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if there's any kind of deviation. I told you, going back to his comments last week, the only thing that kind of like shook me a little bit was the whole getting after the quarterback thing. And I like I said in that viral post that Admin made, KG, you and I talked about it. You guys, I don't care who you are. Their pass rush wasn't good enough.
No.
Look at the total numbers. That's great. You guys, you watched every game like I did. How often did guys have an eternity back there? It wasn't a consistent pass rush. You need a consistent pass rush. You need to get after it.
In fact, they gave up the most time in the pocket of any team in the league.
I could still see you acting like Jordan Love. You do a great Maz and you do a great Jordan Love. Show us Jordan Love. There you go.
All day long.
That was gross.
Yeah.
I told you, I gave it up. Thanksgiving is when, it
Bro,
wasn't.
He wasn't the only one.
I left the stadium.
It wasn't just the outcome. It was how it happened. That's when I was like, okay, that's that. And I know a lot of you guys got mad at me. I'm sorry. I got to tell you what I see. It doesn't mean I'm always going to be right.
That was the week after they let Jameis Winston do what he did.
Maz, think about how bad the Steelers looked in this playoff game.
Yeah.
We lost to that team. We got kicked out of the playoffs.
I know. They had no business beating us. Except we're beaten up, man.
That
we're a
Viking
beaten
team,
up
that
team.
Viking team got us twice.
Yeah.
And somehow that witch got 9 wins out of that team. I'm going to say it again, and I know people got mad at me last year, okay? KOC's a hell of a coach, man.
Yeah.
And I know people got mad at me because we talked about it on Big D Energy. I said, so let me get this straight. We all talk about how great our team is and how inferior the Vikings are, and yet somehow, some way, that guy with that inferior team and Sam Darnold got the 14 wins? That's Coach of the Year shit. That is, I'm sorry, that's Coach of the Year shit.
And he got it.
That's
Dan deserved it too.
Oh, he did. Are you asking me, though? Who had a better roster?
Yeah.
Right. I think KOC did more with less. I do.
We had Ben Johnson helping.
Nobody liked to hear it, but he's got a witch as a DC as well. That's a guy you have to wonder how long the clock ticks for him. I mean, that's a guy that somebody should take a look at as a head coach.
No doubt he's getting one. I think the Raiders are getting him.
I thought he was still beefed out with the league, but he has been getting head coach consideration. So maybe this is the cycle where he breaks back.
Who's the dirtiest team, back in our day? Who's the team that always would take chances on bad guys?
Raiders.
Raiders are going to sign him.
We used to. It's funny. We used to do a Born to be a Raider.
Yep.
Like when Randy Moss came out of college, I was like, he doesn't know it, but he was born to be a Raider.
Right.
And eventually, it happened and everything.
Lyle Alzado eventually found his spot.
It seemed like he hated it.
Yeah. So Hutch, I didn't see this over the weekend, and I know we meant to get to it yesterday. We didn't get a chance to get to it. Hutch was on, what's the name of I don't even know what the name of the show is.
NFL Countdown.
Or NFL Countdown.
NFL Countdown.
So it's the best NFL pregame that there is.
It kind of is.
It's not even close.
Do you guys watch? I really don't. I don't watch.
I'll have it on in the background.
I'll watch a little of ESPN.
Background noise.
See, that's what I do. The underwear Olympics are coming on. As God is my witness, you can walk around my house when the combine's going on, and I have 2 TVs on the underwear Olympics all day.
Yeah.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I don't sit down and watch it, but if I'm walking by, it's like, oh. and then I'll sit down and watch it for a couple minutes and everything. But I don't make a concerted effort to watch it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
And that's kind of like when you say that. That's like,
Yeah.
all right, if there's something, if I see some graphic, let me turn the sound up.
But it is the best of the pregame shows. I just hate Teddy Bruschi, but besides that,
Yeah,
everybody
I'm
else
not a
on
fan
there-
of his either.
Yeah,
but I
he's
love Rex
horrible.
Ryan.
Yeah.
What does the NFL Network do now?
I don't know.
I think they
Exists?
do-
I don't know.
They do something similar to that. They have Manti Te'o. They're not
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I'd put them as number 2.
Oh, the
Good
fluff,
Morning Football?
the fluff on the
No,
networks.
it's not
is,
Good Morning.
Yeah.
The
Football.
fluff on the networks is unwatchable.
Fox and CBS.
I mean, no disrespect, and if you like it, like it. You don't have to pay it. To me, it's absolutely unwatchable.
I'll give NBC. I think they do a nice job
They
for the
do.
Sunday night game.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
You know what they
Rhea
have?
Taylor. Oh.
They have the added benefit though of talking about games earlier.
Correct. That's huge.
In fairness to them,
That's huge.
The fluff, like when they move those shows, Maz, to like the length that they're at right
Yeah.
now, it like
I know.
it's.
How many times do I have to see Jay Glazer tell me I'm fine?
The Super Bowl pregame shows.
Never ever watch. You know what my wife's
Who the
favorite
hell
thing
sits
is?
and watches that?
My
shit?
wife.
Really?
She'll have them on. She's in the kitchen, but she'll have it on, and turn that up. This is a great.
Hey.
The post game shows. She wants to see the interviews. She loves the interviews. I can't stand. Once the game is done, I'm done. I'm checked out. And if the team that I don't like wins, I should shut the whole damn thing off.
That really doesn't surprise me. You probably break a TV.
Close.
This damn TV don't work right.
Son of a bitch. Better call Saul. Right
I
around the
will
corner.
listen. I will have my pants off all day. Hear my words, Maz. When the Lions are in the Super Bowl, my pants. That's a pantless day.
I'll watch start to finish.
I'll just warn the kids.
I won't even go to sleep.
Don't bring any of your friends over today because Dad's gonna have no pants on. Hutch on what happened with the Lions in 2025.
Tell me what you think about this.
All right.
I mean, as a player, it really felt in those critical games we were not playing complementary football in those moments, and that's really on all three phases. It was sometimes offense, defense, special teams. It was a collective thing where little parts were letting us down, and we were losing these close games. And we ended up 9-8, but it just wasn't enough to get us in. And that was it was unfortunate, but we're all looking forward to next year.
And so as you turn the page to next year, if there's one thing you could put your finger on and said, this is what we need to do better in order to get where we want to be in 2026, what's that thing?
To me, defensively, I think it's get healthy. It's get our secondary healthy, get all those guys back, and I really think we're gonna have a complete defense.
ESPN with that old ass photo of Ford Field, by the way, in the
What
background.
do you think?
Come on, do better.
That was old. That was like the first year.
Do better.
He had me at the
Until the
complimentary
end.
football until the end.
Till the end.
He
You
had me
blame
until
the
end.
injuries.
We have to get after the quarterback. Should be
Yes.
the first thing after his mouth.
That should be the only thing out of your mouth.
We have to get after.
We got to help our secondary by sacking the
You
quarterback.
You got it.
I didn't think you'd like that.
He what was it? 41 seconds. He had me
Mm-hmm.
for about 37 seconds.
Yeah.
I agree with the complimentary football thing big time.
Yeah.
What's
Just-
the complimentary football mean?
It just seemed like the one didn't help the other all year. Like one was bad, the other was good.
Sometimes
Okay.
you had defense and no
Right.
offense.
Yeah,
Sometimes you had offense and no
it
defense.
seemed off.
Sometimes you had a little bit of both, but no special teams.
Even the Buccaneer game.
Yeah.
The offense sucked in that game.
Hindsight is always 20/20, so it's easier for us to sit back and say this now, but we saw it.
No,
We did.
I was saying it during the season.
We saw
Complimentary
it.
Football is not there.
We
And
saw it.
And the injuries are a factor, but it's just you can't blame the season on that. And I don't necessarily think it was blaming the whole season on injuries because the defense does need to get healthy. But at the same time, it's like that's far from the biggest reason for the collapse.
All right, Hutch talking about Maz's favorite quarterback.
You're going to like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's so clear as a runner. I think I missed probably 2 or 3 sacks on him this year, which hurt so bad.
Just
but
this
like,
year.
if you're the first one running in, that's where it's the hardest because he's got the spin out. It's very quick, and man, he's so tough to defend. But I really think he's grown in Ben's system too, especially as the year gone on. Ben is a very progression system. It's evolved. It's high level offense, and I think as the year has progressed, he really has gotten a grasp of the offense. Of the offense in a great way.
I think you guys are barking up the wrong tree. I do.
I love when Maz does this. It's
I do.
Like, Maz, it's one of my most underrated bits for you. Like, seriously. What do you think a fellow former athlete, professional athlete, is going to say when somebody asks him about him?
I'm not only talking about
I
him.
love his medicine ball. Like, we hammered him twice this year. What are you guys seeing that I'm not seeing? Could you imagine? No. Well, he's really grown. I think there's a lot more growth that he has.
Listen.
The sky's the limit for a guy like this.
Listen to me.
And when he can figure out how to heave that 25-pound medicine ball to the right guy,
I'm telling you.
he is going to be the most dangerous quarterback ever.
You and Neil will be apologizing to me.
There will be no
I
apology.
promise. You will apologize.
Maz, even if you're right, they won't apologize.
You will apologize, and you will look up as well one day.
You will look up.
You're going to look up,
never gonna happen.
and
See
you're
the
going to
BBC.
apologize.
The only thing I'm going to look up for is, when those medicine balls start flying. I don't want to get hit by a medicine ball.
I cannot wait. I mean, Sunday's going to be I'm dreading Sunday. I'm dreading. I should just put my phone in another room.
Just be a D&D.
I should.
Yeah, put on Do Not Disturb, Mass. You'll be fine.
No, you don't understand. I have it on Do Not Disturb since day one because the Woodward chat,
Is
it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So I have it on Do Not Disturb, but it'll still show there's 79, messages.
Do you know what I will do, though, in fairness to you? And you have to give me some credit
Jack
for this.
Nicholson. That's what you're going to do
No,
to me.
I will send invisible pictures to you. So that way it's your choice whether you want to see what the picture
You
is.
know I have to look.
But you can't blame me then. That's a choice that you made.
I really
God damn it.
Listen,
Sean sent me an invisible
honestly,
picture.
I honestly think I'm going to try to break a habit, and I'm going to put my phone in another room for that game.
Yeah. Just
I don't know if
enjoy
I could do
yourself,
it.
Maz. Enjoy your team, man.
That was awesome, KG.
Enjoy your team.
Enjoy your team, Maz. That's your team. Enjoy your team.
It's not my team.
KB, I see what you did.
It's my team this year, though. Don't you want to see them beat the Rams?
You are 100% asking the wrong person. I was never and I will never be Detroit Ram guy, okay? But you have to understand. I would root for Satan. I would. Go Satan! I would root for Satan.
I always tell you, I'm Russia over the Red Sox.
Yep, I just
I get it.
there are some things planned. We've had a couple. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you right now. We've done some film work. Neil and I have been in the film room together. we're preparing for this game. It's the biggest game of the year.
You got pictures ready? You've got
I might.
graphics ready?
I might.
Okay.
We know Sean.
You got your lineup of graphics?
I might.
The guy with the medicine ball? How about the guy that takes the ball right in the stomach? Remember that one?
When he threw that awful interception, I had the medicine ball on the ready. It was like, boom! There it was. Here comes the medicine ball. I love those medicine balls. What is this? Like, wait, how he does that? Like, what are you doing? What's in your brain? That's your guy. I'm sorry. I'm not going to disrespect your guy anymore.
Okay. You'll be eating crow.
So can we get 6 Lions finish in the PFF top 10 at their positions?
Yeah, how about this, huh? This looks like a playoff team to me.
If they were healthy.
Yep.
Anybody have a problem with that?
Nah. And it's PFF, so.
I just put it up there for you. I don't really even give a
PFF.
damn.
Who cares?
That's like power rankings.
Right. We know how good they are.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
St. Brown, number 3. I guess okay. Jack Campbell, number 2. Wow, that's high.
They
Today's-
love Jack Campbell, though. If
They
you
do.
remember last year, because whether people want to admit it or not, there were still questions in our own fan base about Jack Campbell. And I remember citing a lot of the stuff that PFF did, and people got mad at me for citing it. And I said, well, no, this is just in addition to what your flippin' eyes tell you, man. Like, honestly, watch the guy. You can't tell the guy's good? For goodness sake.
Laporta at 3, played half the year. Hutch at 4, okay. And then Avonte Maddox gets in at 10.
He had a good year.
Hats off.
Who are the 3 that they had? I know 2 that they had ahead of Hutch.
It's got to be Max. It's got to be.
Would Max be? It's Max, Miles, and Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I think that's fair.
It's more than fair.
He's
Man.
elite. He's the best.
Laporta, really.
Cha-cha.
Laporta was the death blow. It was.
We weren't going anywhere anyway. I hate to say it. I do.
Yeah, the way they
I hate to say it.
they
It just-
weren't
it-
right from the
It
time
hurts
the
my
season
soul.
started. They was
No,
right.
really, you
Yeah.
guys, we completely dismiss what happened in Lambeau Field week 1.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, it was easy to do. It's
Made me
one.
sick.
And then they followed that up with the Bears game, so you think, okay, they're good. But
Oh, I hate being revisionist history guy. I do. Listen, you want the truth? I was all in until Thanksgiving. I was
Yep.
all in
Same-
until
same here.
Thanksgiving. Even with the warning signs, I was all in until Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving broke me. I legitimately looked at my son after dinner and I said, "We aren't winning dick this year."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you think we'll miss the playoffs?" And in fairness, I said, "No, we'll make the playoffs. We'll probably lose in the first round."
yep, that's
And
how I feel too.
Look, even Christmas Day, I thought that we were going to beat the Vikings and we were somehow, some way going to find our way into the playoff.
I thought so too.
But that didn't matter to me, and I know it didn't matter to you, KG, because I said it last year and I'm going to say it again this year. This is pass fail. Anything short of winning the Super Bowl, you fail. I'm sorry. This is where we're at now. I'm going to throw my hat.
I really think people are putting a lot into getting Mike McDaniel here. We're not getting Mike McDaniel. We're not. There's no way in hell.
Why do you think we aren't?
We just
I'm not arguing with you, but I'm just intrigued.
We're not that kind of team. We're just not. This guy he's going to promote from within.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of Philly fans. Saying, "Oh my gosh, we want Mike."
Of course.
If you were Mike McDaniel and you saw what the Lions have and you saw what Philly has on their offense,
I want to go to Detroit.
I would too.
Yeah.
And I'm not being a slapdick when I
No.
say that.
To me, we are the destination as an OC. We are the destination. I just don't. When do we ever go out and get that guy?
But Maz, we're doing something different this year. We're changing some things.
Okay.
So maybe
You know what? Maybe I'll start believing more in this team.
Do you
if they get a guy like him.
Okay, so if the OC, who do you think the OC will be? You think it'll be from within?
Well,
I'd puke out my nose.
I know.
It's not.
I don't think they could sell that to the fan base to get Scotty Montgomery as your OC. I don't think you could do Hank Fraley. Those guys have been passed up in the past. They would have had a gig last year, maybe.
Right.
Instead, they went out and got John Morton, who was a buddy of Dan's, that was here in the very beginning of the Lions turnaround. I do think they'll go outside and get somebody. I just don't think it's going to be a name that we want. It's going to be
Or no.
maybe the Seattle passing game coordinator. Who's that guy? What's that guy's name? That's like supposedly he's getting interviewed, but they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, the
So
Rams have a good passing
there are so many
coordinator.
openings that these guys can just go and do whatever the hell they want.
I think we're in a position right now, though, Maz, and again, I'm not saying you're wrong because certainly history dictates that. I think we're in a position right now where if I'm Mike McDaniel, I would want to go to a place like Detroit. Hey, what if I make this offense that was stagnant by their own standards?
Mm-hmm.
What if I bring this offense up a tick? What if this is I'm part of the staff that got the Detroit Lions to the Super Bowl for the first time in their crappy history?
It'll be amazing.
All right? Does he immediately in the next cycle become the hottest name?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately becomes the hottest name. And that's part of the process here. Because Mike McDaniel isn't coming here saying, I'm going to be in Detroit for the next 10 years. Mike McDaniel wants another gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to get me to another gig? If I'm being a slapdick, yell at me. I think the Detroit Lions would be that. I do.
It'll get him to a gig of his choice.
Right.
We'll say that.
I don't know if he's worthy of a head coach.
If the success, I don't think he's a head coach. I
No.
agree. I don't.
He'll be a Steve Spagnuolo, a guy that did he get a shot at a head coach? He might have. He might have been a head coach for a year or two.
How about in our generation, Norv Turner?
Norv Turner.
Not
a great head coach.
Quarterback whisperer. Look what he did for Troy Aikman. It just was never going to work as a head coach.
But he was a terrific coordinator.
Yeah.
And respected.
And there are some guys like that. They're legit. There are some guys like that. Look, I told him, and I know I told you, Sharon Moore isn't a head coach.
No.
He was not, like, I always say this. Sometimes you need somebody else to tell you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You need somebody else to tell you. Like my Michigan friends, like the whole John L. Smith thing. A couple of years in, they're going, dude, like, open your eyes. I did. I did. Most of my friends are like, dude, what are you talking about? What? And I'm like, you know, and that's why I had conversations with a lot of my Michigan friends. Like, I remember last October, and I was like, this guy isn't a head coach. You know that, right? This isn't quote-unquote Michigan football. And I think people knew it. But, again, you don't want to know it. You don't. You don't want to know it. The whole idea of, oh, shit, we have to go get another head coach. Are you serious? We're doing this again? It scares the shit out of you, right? All right, so one more thing that we were going to get to. Can you put that strength of schedule thing up, JB? I know we're about 35 minutes late for a break. Shocker. On this show? What? See, that's what we do, though, because we start so late every day.
Yeah, I know.
Once we get rolling,
we just do commercial free. We just do commercial free stuff. Do you have that strength of schedule thing, JB?
We can take a break and come back with it.
Yeah, we'll come back. How about we do that?
Right.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
We pay no bills.
I
Come
just
on,
threw
BBS.
JB right under the bus, and I'm sorry. I'm going to publicly apologize to you and your family for that, JB.
Sorry.
That's like the
Sorry,
47th apology, you know. So I'm just saying.
All right, where are we going, JB?
Let's hear from Vin Johnson.
You want justice?
Oh, yeah.
Maz and I had a long conversation about justice this morning.
Big time.
Wait, whoa.
3 letters.
Yeah.
Works all the time.
Then and law. Corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, you need to make Ven Johnson your first call. Get a fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day. All the sports. All Detroit. Live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's #1 sports network.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Hey, shout out to Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They've been serving the Metro Detroit area for over 40 years with reliable service, treating customers like family. That is the reason they've been around for 40 years. You just don't hang around unless you're doing something right. With winter now in full swing, now is the perfect time to schedule regular maintenance to keep your heating system running safely and efficiently all season long. They went to the King's Palace, as a matter of fact.
Ooh.
King KG the First needed some service, and they went to the King's Palace to take care of that. So if your system ever breaks down unexpectedly, Sharon's got your back like they had the King's back. Go check out their website at sharonsheating.com or give them a call at 734-238-3805. That's 734-238-3805. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you. You know why I thought about the king? He showed everybody what a good and righteous king he is. Most kings would say, "Thou should bring the coffee to me at once."
Nice coffee too.
And you know what KG did? He walked amongst the peasants.
Yeah.
And he got his own coffee.
I'm a king of the people. Sean.
He is.
I am.
You are a good and righteous king.
Thank you. Even though I get my coffee every day, yesterday was the only exception, maybe ever, in the history of this show.
JB, put his picture up. Put up KG's picture.
Hey, the picture is slick, though. I do like it.
Yes.
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 I love having my beating on with a crown over it.
You
Yes.
shall be thrown into the pit of despair forever.
I heard you were disparaging of black people.
There is nothing that'll get you in the pit of despair quicker than dropping an N-bomb.
Oh, yeah.
You want to add an
automatic.
You are in the pit of despair every time.
Automatic.
It's an alert on KG's phone.
Hang ye at the stake.
How does he find out all these racists? I'll never know.
It's a tough job, bro.
It's a
Somebody
tough
got to
job.
do it.
Someone's
though.
gotta stay
Somebody
on
got
it.
to do it. God damn.
Oh, my God.
It's an everyday job, man. I'm telling you.
Lion straight the schedule. This is something we're going to look at that.
Wow.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Why do you make me hate you?
Who's at the very top, Maz?
Oh,
Very top.
look at that.
Oh.
Chicago.
I wonder if they're going to go 7-10 next year.
They're not.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, you think this Sunday's going to be bad?
They might go 9-8.
You think this Sunday's going to be bad? Oh, when they go 7-10 next year,
What did I tell you?
it's going to rain medicine balls on you.
You guys have made me this way. It's your fault. It's truly your fault.
Well, that's why I'm giving the choice back to you. I'm going to send you gifts and pictures on Sunday. It's your choice. You can make the invisible ink go away if you don't want the invisible ink to go away. You like the invisible ink picture. Tell the truth.
I do, but I like it more when Jack Flaherty's pitching. You always send me Jack. Jack Flaherty started the invisible pictures
Do you know what my favorite thing with
when
the
he was
Tigers?
going out in the second inning.
Do you know my favorite thing with the Tigers? If you notice this, they always have that stupid picture of like the pitcher holding the ball. Yeah. And I find that picture, and there's a like Kenta Maeda. You ain't hitting this shit, bro. Right? And so I send that picture out.
Is he part of our rotation, by the way?
Oh, he'll be back.
He's long gone.
He'll be back.
They DFA'd him a long time.
Is Alex Cobb going to get another shot?
He better not.
There's nothing better than like seriously, if you do a picture, they're always holding the ball like going, yeah, you're damn right I'm tipping my pitches and you can't hit it because I'm Kenta Maeda, damn it.
God.
Sweating through my jersey.
An Ephus pitch would be better than Kenta Maeda's pitches.
I love the Ephus pitch.
Holy God.
I do love the Ephus pitch. You know what that strength of schedule means? It means something, but it's not as big as we always make it out to be every year. And we talk about this when the schedule comes out. I love the schedule game as much as anybody. I get as much glee when Maz will go, pull up the schedule. I get as much glee. Listen, I really do. I get as much glee out of it as him. I love the schedule game. I admit it. I'm an addict to it. But at the same time, I'm cognizant of the fact you just can't put that much into it. There's always something we didn't know about the schedule. We didn't know the Bears were going to win the North. Now, we also didn't know that we'd go 2-0 against them, right? We didn't know that the New England Patriots were going to be a juggernaut. We didn't know that the Denver Broncos we didn't know that the Seattle Seahawks were going to be a juggernaut. We didn't know that the Ravens would miss the playoffs. We didn't know that Tampa would miss the playoffs. So that's the cheesy part of the schedule game, but it doesn't stop me from doing it.
Oh, of course not.
Oh.
Why do you get so mad? Why it just are you thinking about medicine balls? What is Jack Nicholson's face?
I'm fine.
You did
I'll
you?
be okay.
I'm fine.
KG, you're not in it. He threw Jack Nicholson at me the other night.
Really? Oh.
When Caleb threw that last touchdown, my phone goes off and there's Jack Nicholson going like this.
Oh, I love it.
He's looking at me.
I love it, man. Fight back, Maz. I love it.
You were writing something at the exact same time because you could see the thought bubble coming up, and then you wrote 48% or something like that because that was his completion. He did make it to 50%, though.
That mother.
He did.
Oh, my gosh. It drives me out of my mind.
You're going to pay, man.
You're going to pay.
Sure. Can we talk about Michigan State basketball for just a second?
Sure.
I know we're not at that time yet, and I know the college basketball elites are really mad at me even saying this right now. And leave it to Neil. Neil's the guy that can talk about this. Can I talk from the outside, though? I am not saying that I'm something I'm not. I am the guy that you hate. I jump all in February.
Yeah.
I admit it. I jump all in.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Now, am I paying attention to what Tom Izzo and the Spartans are doing? Of course I am.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can be man enough to say the job that Dusty is doing with Michigan right now.
Oh, amazing.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. All right? What happened Saturday against Wisconsin, it's going to happen in the Big Ten. I'm sorry. It is. It's a gosh damn juggernaut, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why you haven't had an unbeaten championship in 50 years. It'll be 50 years. Maz, Indiana.
Amazing.
Like
Scott May.
Shh, relax. Like, seriously. Like I say to my wife, she hates when I say relax and calm down. So I'll drop relax on her, and then she'll go, don't! And as soon as don't comes out of her mouth, because she's about to say, don't say relax, I'll go, calm down! Like that.
Bam.
You're going to be okay. Michigan State's going to be okay at 15-2. Now, it's a different set of circumstances for Michigan State. It is. I mean, let's be honest. If you're a Spartan basketball fan, okay, we've kind of delved into old bit territory the last few years. We have. The man's a treasure. Tom Izzo is an absolute treasure, okay? But we've delved into old bit territory, and I think you know what I mean by that. Are we getting back to a Final Four? That was the measuring stick for so long, and I don't want to change that. And I guarantee you, as sure as I'm standing here right now, Tom Izzo doesn't want to change that. And I don't want to talk about what 2020 would have been, because surely we would have won the national championship that year. And there are about 20 other places that are saying the exact same thing, right? So I'd like to take that proverbial next step as compared to what's happened the last 5 years and get back to a Final Four. How great would it? Could you imagine Michigan and Michigan State both in the Final Four?
Oh,
It would
man,
be
what?
spectacular.
Dude,
It'd be insane.
I think the Big Ten could cover all 4 spots in the Final Four.
it would be really nice if a Big Ten team mixed in a championship.
Yep.
It's been almost
It's
26
time.
years.
It's time.
Like, think about that.
That's because they kill each other during the rest of the regular season. They got nothing left for April and May. For April,
Yeah.
right?
These Michigan State games coming up, though, are can't miss. Wow. Like,
We look for tickets at the Breslin. I think it's next week or the week after. 300 and above
really.
for a regular season college basketball game.
Wow.
I'm going to tell my daughter to make some money.
Yeah, right.
Honey, you want to make some money? Why don't you sell those tickets? Why don't you sell those tickets?
300 easy a ticket.
No, that's part of the college experience, though, man. You got to go to games like that, right?
My kids are both in the zone.
In a big game like that, don't you have to go?
Of course.
Like I know I will speak for my daughter. It's pretty cool that Michigan State has had the renaissance it has had in hockey under Nighty, and she's like, Dad, every game is unbelievable. Like every crowd, every game is unbelievable. That's part of the college experience. Man.
Michigan's #1 in the country.
Yeah.
State, I think, is 5, 6.
It'll be fun to see how this trend. I know nobody believes me when I say this. It's better when they're both damn good.
Oh, of course.
Nobody.
It
wants
adds
to
so
believe
much
that.
more juice to it.
It just, especially in football, because we just haven't seen them that often over the years both be at a high level at the same time. It hasn't happened that much. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of times, a majority of the times, it's Michigan State that hasn't kept their end of the bargain. But there was a while there in the mid
Oh, no. We did our share as well.
That you didn't keep your end of the bargain. And gosh damn, I'd love anything.
Hey, keeping it with Michigan. Kenny, I hope you could find this. Kyle Whittingham went on a podcast the other day. It's called the 3-Time Option Show.
Yeah, I want to get to this.
It's with Urban Meyer, Joel Klatt, and there's one other guy that's
Joel
with him.
Klatt like Michigan?
I think he does.
Yeah.
A Michigan fan?
I think it's safe to say that.
Where did Joel Klatt come from, by the way?
That's a good question.
The machine, that's where he came from.
The machine, that's great.
So anyway, did you guys know that Bryce Underwood last year, his first year in college football, under the great Sharon Moore, we all know what Sharon was doing during games.
Yep.
Did you know he didn't have a quarterbacks coach?
That is insane.
We have the sound for you.
Yeah, I got to pull it back in. JB doesn't have it in here.
Joel Klatt was a quarterback at Colorado, and as God is my witness,
was?
I don't have any memory of that.
Joel Klatt.
I really don't. And I love my college football. Honest to goodness, I do not have any memory of that.
He's done well for himself, getting into media and becoming what he has become.
All right,
Fox put a lot into him.
I think we have it.
Well, you think we have it?
I'll play it now.
This is Urban Meyer talking with Kyle Whittingham about the kid, Bryce Underwood.
So Bryce Underwood's coming back, and the skill set's there, but what happened with his development?
First of all, from what I understand, there was no dedicated quarterback coach working with him on a daily basis, which has to happen.
Wow.
I mean, there's some things in the throwing mechanics and
Did you hear him?
just
Wow.
things to smooth out in his fundamentals and technique, and we're already got a good start on that. And Jason Beck and Coy Detmer are outstanding quarterback developers and coaches, and so we're already going down that path. He's the whole package. We just got to get him refined.
Whittingham has put a nice staff together in short time. And Michigan is absolutely cleaning Utah's clock as far as bringing players over.
I'm all for it.
They brought a safety over, supposedly, that is one of the best safeties in the country. His name escapes me right now. But do you believe the clown show that was run under Sharon Moore and under Ward Manuel's nose?
Unbelievable.
Come on, man.
It really is. It really is amazing.
Are you kidding?
You guys saw it, though. You saw it. Well, and I know a lot of people took it as, oh, that's typical Sparty. When, the end came down with Jonathan Smith, I would say to people, you're going to have to take a real hard look sooner rather than later. Now, did I think it would be that soon?
Yeah.
No.
Or the level that it was at?
Nobody. Yeah. But come on, I think you guys saw it. By the way, Klatt was there during the Barnett era, so maybe that's why nobody remembers it. Remember when Gary Barnett went to Colorado after all his success at North? They were awful.
Didn't make it.
Yeah.
Did not make it.
The look on Urban's face said it all. Like, wow.
No
like,
QB coach.
How do you?
And this is where
He's a true freshman.
And this is where when I fight people like Neil, and shout out to Neil, that's my guy. But when I have these arguments with him over Bryce Underwood, I'm not absolving Bryce of any blame. He needs to get better. But if he doesn't have the proper things in-house to get better, then you got to point toward the coaching staff. And that's something that I was looking at all year. From the fact that, one, you had him handcuffed in games. Everybody's like, oh, well, there's a reason for that. Look at the kid when he plays. But if he doesn't have the proper development, then what the hell are we doing here? He's fresh out of high school.
Well, I mean, to me, that's the biggest thing because I co-signed. I saw the kid multiple times in high school. I co-signed all the abilities.
Oh, hold on, because T-Fall saw him in high school as well. Are you familiar with the Howell Highlanders game?
Yes, I did that game as a matter of fact. We were both there, yeah.
He only had 9 passes or something like that.
Yeah,
so.
it was.
T-Foss loves them.
Man.
It was unbelievable how, but that was such a great game. Do you know what that was, man? That was old school. That was like your Giants beating the Bills. Howell said, you know what? We're just going to run the ball. We're going to keep you off the field.
Yeah.
We're 3 yards here, 4 yards there. Oh, it's 3rd and 3. We picked up 4.
So, wait, that could lead to maybe your quarterback not having as many passing attempts.
It was amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how that works.
Remember that 11-minute drive Parcells late to open the second half?
Yeah. But it was, you know what? But you hit the nail. Number one, and I said this last summer, your expectations are nuts if you expected the world out of him as a freshman.
No, yeah.
Okay, there's a reason why we put Trevor Lawrence on a pedestal for what he did when he walked into Clemson.
I thought I'd see more, though.
A lot of us did.
That's the second part.
That's the part, yeah.
Do you know what you want to see? You want to see this during the course of the season.
And I didn't.
And we didn't see that.
No.
Now, I think that comes back to what he just said and what you found, that piece. Who was anybody coaching him up? Was anybody helping him develop? Because with the word develop, a guy doesn't just develop by himself. He gets some coaching.
He looked better under Biff Poggi for that one game than he did the entire season under Sharon.
Mass, it's like our business, right? Like I worked with people that said, hey, man, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to be better at this. You got to stay away from that. That's a crutch. Shit like that. You get coaching.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And how much coaching did the guy get? From the sounds of it doesn't sound like you got dick.
Maybe he learned about OnlyFans through Sharon Moore. That's about all I can think
I
of.
think he probably knew before Sharon.
Yeah, he probably did. He could name his price, that kid.
You brought it up, damn it. I do not. My son and I, this isn't a conversation I ever thought I'd have with my son. My son and I were talking, why would you do that OnlyFans thing? Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Like people like.
All right, let me explain it to you. So
$20 a month, I can go watch content of this person.
If you are somebody that has scoured the internet scene of a lot of pornographic material, maybe you're someone who likes fresh videos catered specifically to you, and you can get more of that on OnlyFans.
Oh, can you? So,
which is why people subscribe, because you get to message these.
I'm still not going to pay for it.
And yeah, I'm of that belief too. But it's you get these women that you can contact, and you can have a conversation with them, multiple conversations with them, and you can get them to do what you want.
What's her name? Sophie Rain?
I would get
Sophie what?
I would.
What is she like making? She made $40 million.
Mom,
$40 million.
Mom, you're never going to believe what happened today. I made it. What happened, son? I exchanged direct messages with Abella Danger. I made it, Mama.
Yeah.
Wow. You and Abella are friends?
How you think Carson Beck got her?
No, I paid her to be friends, but yeah, she's my friend.
Is that true, by the way? Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, where else you finding her at?
That's the word.
You're not going to a porn studio. Hey, where's Abella at? Like, or maybe he bumped into her in Miami, but
she's in the stadium, man. She's a big fan of the U now.
She's a cane. Yeah,
She is?
she's like part-time porn star now and goes to school there?
yeah, her prime is over with. Let's say that. So She's not in her prime.
Poor
years
girl just
anymore.
turned 30. And it's
Yeah,
all
I know.
downhill
Yeah,
from
man.
here.
Life comes at you fast, Sean.
I don't even think she's that.
No, I think she's older. She's like 32 or something.
No offense. The whole that doesn't make any sense to me. There are enough other sites that I can go to and.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get tired,
how that works itself out.
Yeah. It's so much of it on the internet. I don't see why people.
I don't believe it. Really?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you just X videos the old-fashioned way, right?
I still got reel to reels at home, I think.
Yo, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she just turned.
Man, still watching VHS tapes.
I remember sneaking up to the attic with my friends, and their dad would have these old movies on reel to reel, and we'd put them on and be like, wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Reel to reels, Kenny.
Reel to reels. See, I'm the VHS era.
Yeah.
So
I got you, brother.
Still in VHSs.
I got you. Hey, fun show.
It's
Sean, are you on your OnlyFans again?
Yeah, that's what I'm sending DMs. Right? Please don't tell people that I ever do this. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, most of the models have discretion. I will say that.
I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't, I can find whatever I want to find.
True. But once again, if you're somebody that has kind of seen everything on the internet, which is kind of crazy, but there are people like that, then you might want fresh content. So cater to your needs.
Sean's OnlyFans is all invisible ink. You have to. You want to see this?
Right.
Invisible.
Do you know what reminds me of? It reminds me of like that Simpsons episode. Remember when they found Smithers and, hi, Smithers, you turn me on. Smithers had the hots for Mr. Burns.
Yeah, he was gay as hell. Super gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, well, nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
The invisible ink. Max, you'll have a choice on Sunday. You will.
I will.
Do I want to look at it? Now, listen, I don't think Neil's going to give you a choice. I think you know that. I don't think Neil's going to give you a choice.
Why does he have to punish me constantly?
But I'm a fair man. You have a choice.
It could be off season and he's throwing shit up about Caleb.
That's all right. Neil will get something wrong, and you need to be there when it happens.
Oh,
that's
I have
the only way. That's the only way you get your get back.
I've called him out many times. Then he disappears for a while.
Oh, of course.
But then he resurfaces.
The Michigan 3 loss bit was a bad bit. That was, and I think a lot of people jumped on that. That was a bad bit.
Yeah, it didn't stop him though. It definitely didn't stop him.
The women at Mazawatch are 80 now.
Shit, some of them dead, dog.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Oh man, we made it to 100K doing this.
I don't even want to think about
It's amazing, man.
Yeah. All right, listen, we got to get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, JB. Thank you, KG. Thank you, Maz. Thanks most importantly to you guys. Of course, Big D Energy coming up. Bray and Shep. Woodward Heavyweights after that. See you tomorrow morning. Peace.
See you guys.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.